Test, 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 test. To the world was hello. Thank you. Bye. Thank you. Test, 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 test. To the world was hello.
Good evening, folks. This is the Selo. Micah, what's going on? The Selo fast progression server. It starts with Lachlan. I don't know. The other Mangler starts with the base game. Ish. You know, as base as they can get it. Now there was a... I don't know if they're still active or... I don't know, we'll find out. When's it? Topal. They might not be in. I don't know. Where the hell's that guy that runs all over the place? There's like 3 quests you can do. without ever leaving town, except to, you know, step outside to the gate. They can get you up to like level 4 or 5 before you ever kill a single critter. But I can't find the dude. It's that guy that runs around. Is that him? There's so many halflings running around, I don't know if the one that's running past me is him or not. No. Well, the latency's kind of high on the server. Shit, dropping frames like crazy already. Well, I can't find anybody, so let's go kill something. One is a carrot delivery, the other one is a debt that one person owes another person. And then you give the carrots, and they're bad carrots, so you have to take them back. And then she makes some stew that you have to take up to one of the guards, but I don't. They might not be working. Put some pants on. Well, what am I going to kill? Let's start with that. I don't like the new loot thing. It bothers me. Everything's dead. Oh. I thought there was a thing that you could claim. I guess you can't do it on this server. Alright. There's something. The XP rates are higher than the other progression servers, but not as high as the live servers. And because it's the anniversary, there's currently a 50% XP bonus. I made a character on the Mangler too. Ow. It's nice to see Ella Food Crafter still around. For 20 years she's been, well, I guess not 20, 19 years. She's been taking food to all the people in the zone. That is dedication. Why the hell are you attacking me? First death coming up. Freaking years, yeah. Hey, got her. Ding. We got shoes. Aw, you bastard. Took my spider. I don't like the new Misty Thicket. It's wrong. I'm rich. Probably going to spend the next month or so bouncing around from one server to the other. Progression, live, or regular servers, whatever. At least until the anniversary stuff's over. Heal faster, damn it. Alright, that's enough of that. They're all red and yellow. They'll beat me up. But you're not. You're blue. I think they sell for like 2 gold. But I could be mistaken. Goblins. Always kill the goblins, because they drop containers and clothes. Oh, I forgot to sell those. I was going to do the newbie armor quest, but apparently it hasn't been implemented yet. Got this stupid note though. They do the best they can trying to retrograde the servers, but there's only so much they can do in regards to content and what, or zone appearance and whatnot. That's why you're seeing a new Misty Thicket. No. No. Not really. I liked a lot of the changes they implemented. Quality of life improvements and whatnot. It was nice playing a hunter and not having to take engineering on top of that, you know. Played on a few of the private vanilla servers. And didn't really enjoy it. It was neat, you know, the nostalgia thing, but yeah, bags of it. Well, you'd have to have like full bag ammo for a, you know, a big dungeon run or something. God help you if you ran out. And they use mana. Remember when hunters used mana and they cast spells? Goblin. You didn't drop nothing, cheap bastard. I remember when I logged in Cataclysm though, when they took the ammo requirement away, and I had all these arrows that I just made on my engineer from the last time I logged on, crates of them, and I find out that they're completely worthless. Now they're all grayed out because they had no function in the game anymore. Where the hell am I at? here's my spiel on the whole vanilla server, classic server thing. When those servers were live, all you did was complain about how much you wanted them changed. Not you, but you know, collectively you complained about how much you wanted them to change things, so they changed them. And then, you know, five years worth of complaining down the road and changing. Everybody said, well, I like the classic version of the game. It's changed so much now. Come on. They changed all that stuff because you were flooding the forums with... Yeah, whatever. You're gonna take that wolf, aren't you? You whore. You dirty little whore. Yeah. Well, but even that, I remember a while people were saying how much of a pain in the ass it was to find a group. You had to sit in town all day and freaking spam the, you know, find a group thing, and I frequently remember people complaining about that. So they fixed it. Now you don't have to spam. You just queue up and then go do something until your queue pops. Oh, that's awesome. Then Stormwind became empty. I was an Alliance player, so. Yeah. Dwarf Pally. That's funny. My main was a Night Elf Hunter. I had all kind of, you know, I had Paladin and Warrior, and they're all max level. None of them are really super well geared, but I had fun. I make my own fun. See, those are there for the newbie armor. But you can't do the newbie armor quest because it's not in the game. Or it's not active yet. Man, wish I was in Kinos. Kinos is so much better. We might have to re-roll, because I don't feel like running all the way over there. Misty Thicket sucks. At least until you get to the other side of the wall. Then you actually have camps that you can go to. Except for the running, Butcher Block Mountains was always my favorite place to level a character. I just didn't like all the running you had to go and do to get from town to the... Come on, where the hell are you at? Turn that ground cover off. Yeah. Yeah, I guess the starting area in Freeport wasn't too bad either. Kinos just had, you know, if you got tired of just running around the yard killing stuff, there was all these little turning quests you could do. And I'm sure Freeport had them too. I just never went to Freeport. I don't know why. I mean, I did. I started all kinds of characters that started in Freeport, but I never really stuck around for long. I think it was more due to the town itself than the starting area, because the town was so convoluted, even back in the day. You know, like on P99, the old Freeport. Man, they butchered that town though. Holy crap, Freeport's a nightmare now. It was awkward before, trying to find anything. Now it's just impossible. It does have maps though. What am I, fool? Screw you, I don't want you then. And the aqueducts. The aqueducts were always fun. Pain in my ass. Could not stand Fade Weir though. Hated starting off, except for Butcher Block. Did not like Greater Fade Arc. Could not stand it. It was just, there's no landmarks. You're always getting lost, always getting turned around. That damn town. You shouldn't be able to fall off a town. Target. Haha. There's another quest where you need a black wolf skin. I think that's a cleric quest. You need a black wolf skin and something and something. Then you get a spell. I haven't died yet. I have to put a stop to that. Unacceptable. Where the hell am I at? Oh, okay. Wait, no. Oh, okay, I get it. Large fruit bat. Please get off the other guys. Don't want you. There you go. I wonder if you can still pick the berries down in the hollow. Does it even have it? Five cleric looking for group. Well, none of this looks familiar. The snake reposted. Where the hell am I at? I don't see the hollow. There's that dip that used to be in Misty Thicket. Of course, I got all this freaking grass all over the place. I don't remember how to turn it off. What the hell was that? Freaking butterfly. Tipsy Gnome race is beginning in 15 minutes. So we roll up a gnome and go running. Fifteen minutes, huh? Let's do that. We're gonna make a gnome. We're gonna take part in the Tipsy Gnome race in 15 minutes. Perfect. And what do we want to make? Cleric. I panicked. I didn't know what to make for a name. But it doesn't actually copy. Oh shit. I made an evil character. You gotta be careful when you make a gnome. See how I took it? Or Toxilus. You gotta be careful. Yes, I'm on Selo. Gnome race is about to begin. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I figured. I don't want to work that hard. Let me out. What the hell is wrong with you people? How do you get out of here? Oh, right here. Never mind. I found it. I'll probably only do it for like a month or so. Just wanted to, it's the 20th anniversary. You gotta check it out. Chew. All these level 1 gnomes. Oh, really? I'm not even that motivated. Okay, before the event begins, I'm going to go grab a coffee, so I will be right back. And we're back. Cleaner X. Excuse me, I'm choking on a caramel cream. Tipsy Tina. Because I'm lazy. I did go to Mangler first. I made a ranger on Mangler. I'm going to be popping in on it. I just want to start on Selo. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Made a half-elf ranger. I'm going to run over Kinos and level up there. Probably check that out tomorrow night. It's the anniversary, so I wanted to hop on and it's the 20th anniversary. Not too many games can say that. Yeah, we were just talking earlier. I've always been an Antonica guy. I've always started either, well, normally Kinos, you know, when it's available, but when it's not, Freeport, or you know, Nariak or whatever, you know, depending on the character I'm making. But I did so little playing on Fadeweir. I had no idea what was even over there. Never, until, you know, a few years ago. Never been to Unrest. Never been to, oh, I've been to Crushbone. Everybody's been to Crushbone. Yeah. Better dungeons to level in over there. But the outside leveling is a bit more awkward. And that's always what I did. I just ran around and killed stuff. Farmed, loot, whatever. I've always been a casual player. Well, on EverQuest especially. The least casual game ever devised, except for possibly Ultima Online. And I played as a casual. So P99, same thing. AC, yeah. AC was my game. That's the one I started on. I don't know if you're ever here for the story, but my first MMO was AC. I didn't get into EverQuest until after Kunar came out. It was, half my friends were playing Asheron's Call, the other half were playing EverQuest. But I started on the Asheron's Call thing and was just hooked from the beginning. Played it hard. Oh my god, did I play that game hard. But then, I checked out the EverQuest thing with some other guy on one of the PvP servers, and it was fun. And then we got tired of not being able to get anything done because it was PvP, so we jumped over to one of the blue servers, and I still have all my original characters. They're on this account, but different server, Zegany. Shit, how do you get out? Oh, really? Yeah. It's always been one of those games I've always had installed. And I'm not trying to talk shit about EverQuest. It's a fine game. It's a great game, especially for those that began with EverQuest. You always judge games based on the first game that you played. So for me, that was Asheron's Call. And the pacing in EverQuest was always much slower compared to AC. So I never played UO. This is what we're going to be looking at for a while. We're doing the drunken gnome race. Or tipsy gnome race. I guess we're not supposed to say drunken. Whoa. Yes. Yep. It's faster leveling than the progression servers, but slower leveling than the regular live servers. But yeah, EverQuest's always been one of those games I've always had installed. And when I, it was like between games or whatever, I'd hop onto EverQuest and goof around for a while. Never had a max level character. 85, and that's just because I got some free character boosts. Who am I supposed to find? I'll just follow these guys. They seem to know where they're going. Yeah, it's very casual. I have it has the upgraded graphics. I have them turned off. I hope I don't get dead by anything. Oh, too late. Run away. I'm dead. I made it. I don't know how the hell I made that. I have the new elementals turned on, so that's the one thing I did keep. Because I did like the new elementals. But all the character models, I have the old ones. Where's she at? She's not here. People are talking shit about Mangler. This is the Nexus Spires, isn't it? Yeah, you and me both, brother. Anybody getting motion sickness yet? She's not here. She says, stumble towards Greater Fate Arc. When you get there, locate the Nexus Spires. You'll find me standing in the middle of the spires. Speak to me there, and I will provide your next instructions. They broke it. Bunch of drunken gnomes running around looking for somebody. And you can't zoom out. You're stuck in first person mode. Yep, we're all here. We've been hoodwinked. What the hell? I've never done these before because I never had the available character slot. Oh, nice. Good deal. What are you, you're playing on this? I thought you were on Mangler. That's why I made a character on Mangler first. You're on Mangler? Alright. She's not in the find list. Nowhere. I blame the Jews. So the chat, there's just no MMOs. We're playing a 20-year-old game because there's nothing better, right? Beer Hug says, I blame the Jews. Well, bugger. Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. It's like, Danny, did you switch servers? Ah. How long this effect lasts? Now it's wearing off. Are we supposed to go to the Nexus? I don't know. It didn't say, it just said go here. I will be here waiting for you. Here. Stumble towards Greater Fadark. When you get there, locate the Nexus Spires. You'll be standing in, you will find, standing in the middle. You will find, speak to me there and I will provide your next instructions. Well, where is the bitch? I don't want to portal the Nexus. Yeah, we'll see if she's here. What's worse that could happen? Yeah, the NPC's not here though. The NPC was supposed to be standing right here. Not you, go away. Nobody likes you. Someday Pantheon will release. No, it won't. Yeah, my biggest fear about Pantheon is that it's going to have an incredibly small player base. It'll have an initial surge, but then once people find out, you know, how grindy and how much of a throwback it is, I have a feeling a lot of the newer gamers will just walk away from it. So it's going to be a bunch of crotchety old gamers, and there just aren't enough of those left to have the time to play. Boy, I'm getting cynical in my old age. Here we go. Entering the Nexus. Why are all you people here? Go away. No one likes you. Go spend time with your families. My flag for PvP? I didn't know. I didn't realize that. What are we looking for? Tipsy toodly doo. Tipsy something. And not here. Nice. Nice. Shit, how do we get back? There it is. North. See if I can make it down the steps. $15-minute activation. I guess I don't need stone, do I? Big ass ogres. Did you ever notice how lopsided their butts are? I could just go to Plain Knowledge, couldn't I? No, that's not in yet. Just the Nexus. I don't know that any of the racial or class XP penalties are being applied. The fact didn't say anything about it, so I can't answer that. My halfling didn't seem to be leveling all that fast, and well, they get the 15% bonus, but then he's a hybrid class, so then he would have gotten a penalty. So it probably would have just balanced out at like 5% bonus or something. Well, that was a bust. Five minutes. Ooh, he's a kinky one. He's got a whip. Well, that sucks. I was really hoping to do that. Never done it before. Not much of a joiner. Well, while we wait for our portal, I'll go get a coffee. Be right back. And we're back. Not drunk anymore, that's good. So we asked best class for just you know, exploring and piddling around and whatnot, and everybody's saying bard, monk, bard, monk. I honestly think it's the ranger. But I'm biased. I will fight you right here, right now. Melody. They're saying melody. Just use melody. Melody. Sucks. I used to use Melody all the time on my Bard on Zegany. And then playing one on P99 really taught me the advantages of manually twisting. Don't be silly, there's no quest in EverQuest. Here we go. Oh, I'm drunk again. Where the hell is this lady at? I'm about to give up on it. If you don't have autism, you can't tell people they aren't good at autism. It's very trolly. The server. I'm not used to that on EverQuest. P99, you don't get a lot of that. Well, they don't have global chat, but PvP. Somebody said PvP and EQ. It's like saying who's the best and most special at the Special Olympics. It does. It is a weak spot for EverQuest, the PvP. That's what made Asheron's Call so amazing. The PvP was just phenomenal. Even to this day, I think it still has one of the best PvP games because it's so active. The ability to dodge incoming attacks just by moving around is a big thing. I'm not just laughing randomly. The chat is on point tonight. Going up by where the knowledge stone is listed as being, just to see if they put the wrong location in. Does Mangler have the penalties? Or, oh, you're talking about the chat. Never mind. It's not even a contest. Beto doesn't... he screwed himself by being wishy-washy on certain things. At least from a progressive standpoint. And just not enough people know who he is. He's not going to get the nomination because he's a male. Is he a white guy? Gary Johnson. Jesus Christ. I used to support Gary Johnson, but then this last election cycle, he kind of went off the deep end with the whole immigration thing. They are not illegal immigrants. Started yelling at that reporter or the guy that was doing the interview. And no, you're done, Gary. You're done. Bernie, I mentioned this the other night. The smartest thing Bernie could do, knowing damn well he doesn't stand a chance of winning, is to run as an independent. And then he'd be able to get a certain degree of revenge on the Democrats for screwing him over the last time by pulling all those votes away from the Democrats. And then he can retire and have a good chuckle about the whole thing. Nice story to tell is, well, I don't think he has grandkids. Guy's not motivated enough to get married and start a family. Aces, what's going on? And Graham. Nobody likes high elves. High elves are gay. I'm drunk, in case you're wondering, in the game. I'm supposed to be doing things are good. Things are good. I'm supposed to be doing a anniversary event. And the NPC is MIA. There is no competition. They haven't put up a single candidate that stands a snowball's chance in hell of winning a campaign against him. Not one. They're either unknowns, or they're not progressive enough, or they're too progressive. The party's so divided, the Democrat Party's so divided, they can't agree on a candidate. You know, it's very obvious that they fixed their primaries, but who the hell are they going to fix their primaries in favor of? Because the party is so widespread now. It covers such a broad range of left-wing politics, from the ultra-progressive to the corporate Democrats. I mean, Christ, look at how much they're screaming at each other now. The Iman or Ilham Omar or whatever the hell her name is, and all her Israel comments, and you know, the corporate liberals, corporate Democrats, getting their panties all in a wad about it. They know what she's saying is true. They just don't want to lose their paychecks, so they have to pretend to take umbrage. I guess this quest is not working. Really? Wow. I'm going to zone over and zone back. Not that I think it's going to matter. Yeah, Tim Pool called them on that. I don't know if you saw the interview, the podcast, Joe Rogan podcast with Tim Pool and Jack Dorsey and his friend. But I was really impressed with the way Tim was going after him, because he's usually really wishy-washy and non-confrontational. Even when he does his you know, man on the street thing, which he doesn't do anymore. I find that very disappointing. He was always very non-confrontational about the whole thing, soft, and yeah, he was going after him with both barrels. I guess we shouldn't make gun references at this particular point in time, but you know what I mean. And I don't think they were expecting that. Because she was doing a lot of humming and hawing. Fairly safe to assume that this ain't working. Well, bugger. My buzz is wearing off. And one of the points that he brought up is how influential they are in the elections, and by you know, favoring one side over the other, they're actually having a direct impact on the elections. Oh, Schroyer, who's he? That's not the guy from We Are Change, is it? Oh, Infowars. Yeah, Infowars is always going to give you flavor. I think it's fairly safe to assume that this isn't working. Very disappointing. First year I finally take part in it, and it doesn't work. Oh, wait. Oh, bugger. Now I got a gnome that's stuck in Greater Fate Arc. I wasn't planning on doing anything with this character anyhow. I'm bothered by the fact that I have to go to RT to get any kind of media coverage on so many of these stories that the media is just ignoring completely. Like the Paris protest. What was that, 19 weeks now that's been going on. 19 weeks. Most people don't even know it's a thing. And when you tune into the live streams, you see tens of thousands of people just lined up in the streets. And it's irritating to watch because there's like all these people and then there's 6 cops holding them all back. And I'm not saying they should go out there and start stomping on the cops or anything, but really all they have to do is walk forward. And there's not a hell of a lot the cops can do about it. There's just too many protesters. They don't have to, actively seek to cause harm. They can just walk forward. They can walk right through the police line, no problem. I mean, some of them will get thumped around a little bit, I'm sure, but eventually the police will just stop showing up. But nobody knows about it. Nobody knows what's going on. Well, one of the things that a lot of the people are pointing out, in relation to this New Zealand shooting, is the whole world's in an uproar about it. Everybody's screaming and hollering and complaining about it and pointing fingers at who's to blame. And there's really only, one guy to blame, the guy who did it. But they're they're even going after Chelsea Clinton. Like she had something to do with it. 49 people dead. And meanwhile, since the beginning of the year, there's been 1,400 deaths and close to 2,000 deaths and around 400 attacks by militant Islamist groups. And not a peep. Not one freaking peep. I mean, schools getting bombed, churches getting bombed, Christians being slaughtered in the streets down in Nigeria. I don't know if you've heard about that, but they're hacking them apart with machetes in Nigeria. Muslims in Nigeria. Not one peep. Nobody even knows. And they're getting killed by this, by the hundreds. Doesn't fit the narrative. It's not good press. Yeah, well, it's, you know, if you're Christian, your faith doesn't matter, and if you're white, you don't matter. Period. Unless you're a woman with blue hair, and then everything you say is the most important thing in the world. That's what it is. There's been a few people that pointed that out. Clear out the area. Let them kill each other. You know, and then when the dust settles, you can just move right on in and claim it as your own. Nobody's going to stop you. Nobody else wants it. There's nothing there. It's all desert. But it's a symbolic thing because it's the Holy Land. It's, you know, for all three faiths, it's the Holy Land. So it's symbolic. Not that I think the Christians really care anymore. Christians are like, take it. You want what was it, Jerusalem? Yeah, but I'll never go there. I went to MacLeod first, but I don't want to work that hard. MacLeod's a straight up, you know, base EQ, long level grind server. This is the fast one. Selo is the fast one. It starts at Lucklin, higher XP rates, yada yada yada. But I did make a character on MacLeod. I just haven't played it yet. I haven't played anything yet. A little bit on my Halfling Ranger. I just got it all set up, what, an hour before I fired up the stream. Yeah, it's a fast track, progression server fast track for people that don't want to work that hard. It's more XP than the, like I said, more XP than the progression servers, but less XP than the live servers. So you're not going to level as fast as you would on the live servers. But a hell of a lot faster than you will on MacLeod. Is it? Oh, for you it is. Yeah. For the average person, no, it's not. There's a lot of the classic stuff that they couldn't implement simply because limitations. The new interface, they can't revert back to the old interface for whatever reason. Yeah. My Bard is still sitting in that damn dwarf town. Never did get him out of there. Hell, I can't even tell you the last time I logged on. Well, this isn't working. We should probably go do something. $20 freaking years, that's right. Yeah, if you grind heavy, you can get the levels out in no time. I just don't want to work that hard anymore. I don't have time. Jesus. Yeah, exactly. The journey, not the destination. Back to Mike and I were talking earlier about, he was asking about Vanilla WoW when they fire up the server for that. If I was going to go into it. When Vanilla WoW was out, complaints were made about certain aspects of the game. So they got changed. And there was enough of an uproar that they got changed. Yeah, that's true. That's true. So they implemented the changes. And then, you know, there were other things that needed to be implemented. You know, according to the players. So the developers implemented those changes, and, you know, this one thing leads to another, and before you know it, you know, 5 years down the road, it's a completely different game than it was than what you started at. And that's when you start having the people cry about the, or not cry. I don't want to sound too negative, but then they want their vanilla servers back. But when we had the vanilla servers, you complained about certain aspects of those servers that caused them to make the changes in the first place, and yeah, it's mind-boggling. What do you mean? Get lost in the... You mean getting it all set up, or just... I'll sit here for... Oh, that's all I've been doing lately, is just... Or for the last 45 minutes, just sitting here reading the chat. I like that they implemented the global chat. Then you don't feel so alone when you're sitting out here in the middle of the woods. But then, of course, that breaks your immersion, too. Back in the old days, you had the immersion, you know, when you're out in the middle of the woods and there's nobody around, Oh, yeah, good lord. Menus for everything. Blam, 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 blam. All these different... Yeah, crazy. Well, you get it set up how you like it, and then you go into the options and do copy layout. Once you get it set up to how you like it, then you just do a copy layout and copy that for all your characters. What's going on, Code? You should be working. What do you mean it's over? How the hell could the Tipsy Gnome race be over? I'm standing here at the Nexus Spires. This is the Nexus Spires, is it not? I don't drink. But feel free to have my share. Yeah. I don't know if you can do that in P99. I think you can. I'm pretty sure you can. No, in fact, I know you can. I just don't like drinking. I'm not a big fan of alcohol. That's all. Lost my taste for it. Used to. When I was younger, I used to drink like a fish, but you throw up so many times you just don't want to drink anymore. I was never very good at it. That's different. You have to in social situations. But you know, the trick is you just take tiny little sips. Then you end up leaving half of it sitting in the cup. Release the Kraken. What the hell? The gnome race is over, but the freaking NPC was never here. That really makes me angry. They screwed so many pooches with 76. They're celebrating right now because what is it? Not Apex, the other one. Is pulling all the I forget what the name of the game is, but it's pulling all the heat away from them. Oh, what the hell's the name of that game? Anthem, thank you. Yeah, Anthem's pulling all the heat away from Fallout 76, so they're just kind of going, phew, okay. Now, while nobody's screaming at us, let's get something done. I didn't want Fallout 76 to fail until they started talking. And then I just got pissed off. Just the complete lack of respect for your customer base. I don't know Outer Worlds. Yeah. Oh. I don't know anything about it. Kind of out of the loop. We got one of the kids in Discord loves doing that. Loves logging on to Fallout 76 just to follow people around and troll the shit out of them. Oh, he knows. He knows all about it. Yeah. It's kind of like one of those Xbox situations. Xbox 360, Xbox. What's in one? I don't know. Oh, no. Damn it, I don't want to start here. Jesus. He was making a joke, burning one. I don't think we're going to wait that long. Windows 8.1. It's code. I want to start in Surefall Glade. Is she? Well, that's why your boss is banging her then. I hope so if he's willing to risk his marriage. Vic, what's going on? Yeah. Don't give him any ideas. Boom. There, copies your layout. It doesn't do chat windows for some reason. They do have one of those weird things where the infection is back. Yeah, no, this is a...
You are here.
Zombie, thanks for the raid.
Being here is a lot like being lost, Arthur.
This is one of the progression servers on the live servers. Yeah, I know. There was one of those marketing things where they had to take that into account because the market is so big. This is a Selo. It's a fast progression server. Increased XP rates. They start with Lucklin instead of starting with the base game. All right. God, zombie, I feel bad because I'm just getting ready to log off. I'm freaking beat. Beast had me up 5:30 this morning. Going to pick this up tomorrow. Be a little more involved then. Try to get some sleep. But till then, thank you all for hanging out with me. Yeah, sorry, zombie. I wasn't even going to stream tonight, but I really wanted to check this out. Will do. Will do. I'll be back on tomorrow night. Longer, definitely. So until then, you folks have a great evening. Sorry for cutting out on you so early. I'm freaking wiped. And you have a good night and a good week.